for akwa baby o me dia ba Ctv so ebra so say ye de enkomodie ebre wo afa ye tena se dwabre mu a na ya hwe ne ma gu apaso na ye di mu enkomo na lawyer for mienu atena se enche citizen ba be kame ho ne atoa so say de ye na ye Ghana for na ye pese ye hwe say o my Ghana ne ma betimi atumpo no lawyer Andrew Apia Dankwa a member of the NPP communication team. Okay. Movement for change. Unkasama NPP. All right. Lawyer so Unkasama NPP. It's a movement for Frabanti. One tabano pe lawyer. Any sorry why? If I mean to a movement. And a lawyer could you mention so a member of the National Democratic Congress. All right. On the lawyer starting common I was moving from NPP. I was thinking say whatever it is the elephant is always big to accommodate enough, but lawyers say or butterfly. In Tianope, bedding commonia issues are echo about Mampenin and Adwa Casa Seni so far in the governance and one home in the Fourth Republic, no the president here, watch you a lot. You be discussing what's man opinion. I heard in fact the flooding, Volta region, Tadianwa, ye be na a hatch and baby I baby dream or mine near was here any man one. And in Penivatra, I'm free lawyer so movement. We are a lawyer then I will see when you member MPP.
Yeah, I think they Ghana for I don't know whether it's misconception or opinion, but the elephant is so big and yeah.
Someone I'm catcher say or son. And they say I be so soon can see ya or
but you see your loyalty. Okay. Your loyalty to Ghana. Okay. So that's all party can as a party, no. It loses focus from the core mandate and the core mandate to
direction.
Core mandate to whether in opposition, whether in power. To do it's a over Ghana ye. It is a party it loses focus from certain mandate now. Then so you be a dog Ghana pan. They have no business to.
Oh yes, sure. So decision I will take here Ghana.
Yes. And I think they platform so Tamana more people. Can I say people are
bit me a personal interest and a Ghana.
They say Tamana me work me customer people. Na me ba ha MP no man enya. Na me ka. I've never if at all don't party point. Doesn't mean say party no yeah then I say aban because you can say your constitutional. The executive power near to a too many party. Okay. The party is a party sponsor. Inti maybe this should be my only interest. Ghana. Now coming sorry anopa. Say me bahaba because but say Ghana niya no matter how I so talented, no matter how I so bit minister. Say Ghana niya e be bugu yen so. Ninya be say. Inti for me personally there. And it's to all politicians.
But in your own opinion, do you see that the politicians that have come after this Fourth Republic, the Ghana agenda,
as time time I start here, and for the Fourth Republic, at least right from 92 all the way to now. Okay. And before say about your politician, or more consideration, majority of them, more consideration of personal interest. Okay. Majority of them more consideration or more personal interest there on Benya and say be honest and come on I'm for being me I'm for in fact just last week I'm make a me bodin me share will be as in penny ever and member join the bomb because of their or no force or no the autonomy
personal benefits
and I'm saying are you serious now we know school for a very long time unim how say editors here so I just walked off him because baby you do know yes say mine no. Okay. Yes, sir, because of more money privilege. And a privilege. They may be a politician now. On any person will be out. Okay. On your better than will be on your more talented. A privilege. What I say? It is a privilege, no. That's what drives them. Or more parochial interest at the interest of the country. Then it doesn't matter whether you're a member of a party, it doesn't matter whether you're a sympathizer of a party. The point is you're dumb Ghana, you're dumb party, you're dumb Ghana. And today, Bianos immediately part of us are sympathizer and now say, oh, yeah, member campaign, or lose focus from Ghana agenda, and that Ghana agenda is to make Ghana better for you.
But
then you have no business being there.
Same way they say, for the love of the country, in Tinebia, what taking this decision here. Ubia say MPP by from day one. and will be who say party interest and will move focus here because what an important political party manifesto where the Ghana agenda is there. Say Ghana education strategies and you see any kakra. My penny the phrase such as by we saw the challenges in him or try so obey. If you more criticizes or are rational because in our to constitution on one year the constitution if you the issue of galamsey or be fighting galamsey be do baby or be catch us what feel it is free sabre no na want me take decisions and no party no lose focus and Ghana ho adwene because by your party appointees ministers no mutu galamsey investigation videos ba about them and penny be clear what take his decision
so I'm going to say so fortunately and I'm very glad say me personally no me communication I try to be guided by principle. Until Galamsey issue, my position there, I think say make criticism of the president. It was even on newspapers. Now the point is, party for a party lose focus. Sometimes what makes you prolong, believe say, with my system anymore, a change system no. But say, you certain, you clear your mind. Say no. The way our share in Omano, it's practically impossible for you to change things within party now. Then you have no business still being in it unless a personal agenda. In terms of life, I say our rempo. So our remu, as our running kuya, fitipe based on reason I say, free, man all the opportunity to try and correct things. So we do some point when we be on the limit. We do some point business of course no. We are convinced. Say no, we be do no. When you sure somebody to make change in normal in SaaS system, then you have no business. Yeah, never to take for service. So you see the friends you people intimacy.
First wrong.
It's not as if say uti amit why be
but how they channel
I said the fourth public man said achievement near unmatched. Now for Franton so mobile and the benefits say mobile 2%.
Sebenya even 0% crampa. That's not the issue. That's not the issue. See, the issue is that about just you sitting somewhere and then touting everyone say maybe we are jumping the gun, but because in say topic I discuss first over educational. Yes, sometimes all tattoo achievements now about amount of money I was spending because it's not just about spending money in terms of syllabus, in terms of structure, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of everything now. Yeah, educational. In terms of education in totality, yeah, educational. Maybe for me, I'm school me call Achimota school. Come on, me Achimota school. Now to compare. And yeah, clearly, you say, if I should rather know what should be happening, it's like a Koyichi. I'm not done, but offshore all serious countries are. And Yamia don't tell me, Namituka, UK, come everywhere because of improvement. Or develop your do it, every year, improvement. Ghana has suddenly, yeah, Koyichi. I say, yeah, Koyichi, oh, be PM, yeah, Koyichi. And so, and yeah, about say, maybe my best spending Sessica way, education because you choose was on my opinion. Yeah, you choose the best spending keke. But in terms of strategy, in terms of plan, in terms of policy,
education was who I do work of first term courses now, professor vocational and TVT, you bet me a man.
Oh, Ghana has it. Can you understand say then because the ultimate judge of whether education system work the quality of products are abundant. Can you honestly say the quality of human beings are produce school no top notch now? Can you honestly say yes that sir? You see, and other problem. So Uber measure by just everyone say exam because core industry and in our industry we also say standards airdropping. A common idea we don't even need to have a debate, but the common stream also say standards in dropping, and that's why people don't mind a lot of Ghana for baby. No, they don't mind paying hard cash to send their children to international schools. Nanka, younger education system, no Nanka in terms of a syllabus structure, no, in terms of DBR, Inka produce top notch people come up. Why would people be interested in sending their children to in international schools? So for me, no, maybe was many scar will free SHS. You see, a lot of talks about your primary school system, the neglect there. But I say so, and yet for me, you need the politics not too much.
But I be mostly happy because only parents be break us. Me na me miska me timi afford am me back or SS, but free SHS buy up. Me the free SHS no quantity no. Is the holistic approach now, but the buy you know, because free SHS ne buy and go for criticize say any framework, any blueprint. We didn't know where we were going, and one say buying so the free SHS about. And like you said, the politics, no, people were made to understand say for the affordability, wouldn't mean go school ni be crown. It was so VSS. You enjoy when we say we are VSS, and so we need the quality. And I won't quantity and our cocky. Ye busa say a bino investment and near would you education in the mono day in day out when to me improve beyond reasonable doubt say the system no I matched.
So idea no free SH in terms of the idea alone. Ultimately argue.
Yes.
With the idea. Excellent idea. Because system be say we boama opia any opportunity akos koniska for peno. A fantastic idea. Yeah. Now all the fantastic idea, that's the first step. Now the point there structures, there's strategies. Their policy now they turn them out first of all be sustainable, be fair, be equitable, and then also provide quality education. And like Okano, maybe blueprint. Means the blueprint, and so then even though a fantastic idea, no, maybe because of lack of planning, but because of lack of clear policy direction, because of lack of conceptualizing that idea, no, maybe first just intermediate is sustainable. Because and not just about having an idea, but beyond having an idea, then you must put in place systems that eventually say you can sustain it while still delivering or not compromising on the quality of education.
All right.
And you agree with me, say because of that lack of blueprint and you know quite a lot of policies. So gold for all your issues. And so I did not say kind of idea. Okay. Blueprint zero is out there. Then the only person that strategically they built to me and this idea was certainly blueprint at all. No Alan Chairman to co trader one there's a clear policy. Your 10-point industrialization and agenda. Your strategic anchor. So only home poor because governments a year continuum no. I don't think putting structures are say it shouldn't even be about human being, no. So human being need no crown power because they are structures, because they are clear policy directions, no. But beyond the oral and year with 1D1 with 10-point agenda, no, with even export policy, no. Which is just no policy direction. Which the same.
Go for oil.
Go for oil. Not say I can't idea and then we are moving without any strategy. I was a headless chicken. The information and that's what I say at the end of the day, no, you're politics because of Ghana, because you say Ghana, and we must continuously show our commitment, no, at developing our country. Now we choose that they are.
And I say, private schools, you know, now they have problem with the educational structures. And they say it seems that by neglecting or more money idea, and say a chance for a conference or more qualified, say they should revert back. So if President is telling us in the Fourth Republic, achievement to education your match, I hear no.
Yo, Aja, we did my main fa Akunyesana, Minchao, Naminchao, Washofo Pa, na, maybe our production team, so Michao Mugdendrin, me Pacho, we did our Brasimo Mamincha Trouble for Trobona Mifi, Inti, Semicha, Trouble constituency, Chairman or a friend of Chairman Abdulaziz. I think say Obujuma this time they nearly say Ebeji we nefi MP4. Lucrasem I think Omanpenyinko Charles conference last Wednesday ena okaka ensemble na menya kwenya read some of me you know the speech you know any niema okaka wo mu unim say unti Ghana now oti amanone na read Omanpenyin speech na obadwin say bia in fact, baby, because Niama Omampenya can't paper so say the 10 year why within the 7 years. No sure. Then Ghana we should be say it may be compare approach for because Hey, say, wait me, I'm every child. I work the whole of Ghana, one laptop. Wait me, I build it, computer labs over, 480 of them. Wait me, I invested 114 billion in our education sector.
Are you blaming the president or a brief president?
Ghana for trouble for a baby, so almost say 114 billion. I was say any 12 billion. I say was SHS me. No cross me was spending 12 billion. I have not seen one new secondary school. President Nana Akufo-Addo we see ewo krom ha. Ewo Ghana nyina onya akrape. Ewo Ghana nyina one new senior secondary school. President Akufo-Addo say 12 billion was spending was SHS me. With me aye.
But the Oma catchers almost CB from scratch.
Na almost CB. You see. When so person dad and Krofua and over draw long speech
former president
over draw long speech I can send one laptop the way I have got SHS students in my area omo kokurana sometimes 100 cities 150 cities already kakra heading to get to that's good na omo obia enka say ye call cafe na ye call hwe ye koye assignment kura say omo call cafe koye if one my teachers in laptop where is the even internet access on media aye we were here when Charles came to complain about the fact that be laptop you crano tinisika and yet they hadn't received the laptop so where is penny can assembly in terms of the investments then I think President Akufo-Addo should be scrutinized because this amount of money 114 billion in the education sector of 7 years any 12 billion in SHS na yehu the standards are conform to say senior yehu Ghana for no I'm talking about trouble for then I will tell you if we had actually invested this, then the standards should be high. Or you see 3 words: quality, access, and relevance. Obianim, the challenges with SHS and how things are going.
But accessibility,
many can say, and yes, Obabe introduce you bibi keke. You got to look at the quality. Me pacho da ena. Our government in this curriculum year, confirm curriculum. I think it was only a few way ago. It took about 3 years for them to even confirm the curriculum. It tells you that what is called quality. President Akufo-Addo doesn't care about quality of the education. What he cares about is say headline news. Remember, say 114 billion education, and say 12 billion SHS, and yet the people that are attending this thing are suffering. Now, ironically, such as conference in Ankasa on that day, they were complaining about Omampeni trying to review the feeding policy. What SHS so it tells you say either he's living in a different world or he's being fed a different sort of information. And for me, I think a missed opportunity. Sure, when you get opportunities like that, that is where as a leader, you come and you think about Ghana and you say the truth. Wouldn't say in 2022, West Africa, you know, me say 2022, Tama COVID started in 2020, Nisani Mano. West Africa countries are now they are involved in WASI, they decided not to hold OMO exams, but Ghana chose a localized sort of exam system. Now, I now organize the local system. Who wants a manipulation? It is no.
I buy so you know, around that time. Into me, hotel. Now, then we are packing up other people.
So how can you compare? Say, we deceive the conference delegates by comparing WASI results, any Ghana localized exams.
So you don't believe in our system?
Of course. Yes, I don't believe in the system. I don't believe what the president was saying because the comparison your friend of propaganda and no or your politics actually Ghana for, and that tells you say he was either dishonest or he wasn't honest with the delegates or more attendee because say we are truthful. You say under President Mahama about 51%. Na wasi results na compare West African results behind him say standards higher because of the involvement of other countries in it, but the local one you are coming to tout your credentials based on localized results. As the president, who decided to obey? Why are you trying to deceive the people? And I think should understand. As we speak, wouldn't say even university for they are complaining say GPA standards and 1.5 now they are expecting no they are not getting that because SHS4 AUA school MO school no we see on Churobrofoa it has become a problem. As I speak to you, the teaching council they are having concerns about introducing entrance exams because worries says the teachers FE SHS now more about teaching profession more some of the standards on the ban are very low. And so why do you go to
exams?
Then, apart from that, introduce the information I call cabinet said they want to introduce entrance exams in addition to the licensure exams as well.
The system.
Because the quality of students in Papa, so they've got to make sure teaching profession they have standards be on meeting. And when all of these things are happening, now we say it's unmatched in the Fourth Republic. Why you can say headlines near the Omanpenny has not moved away from 2016, the sloganeering in Seminole Kano. Oh, I have done this, I have introduced this, I've got this, I've got one district, one. Minia Alan Chermatin has got a blueprint in this house because until just a few months ago, Alan Chermatin was part of this government. Mr. Alan Chermatin was part of this government, and his ideas be blueprint be and Yamagana transformer.
Not of the 3 SHS, the one district, 1
He's a member of the cabinet,
yes,
and they discuss educational matters in the cabinet.
Alan Chermatin has said it time without number. Say, my way in Yabaya, what do I mean?
And maybe so said, I been okay. Okay, only when he's left it. One car at the time I was part of the government.
Some of the frustration that
Ajia, share. Why is Canada Japan sometimes being given some ways of Canadian? At the end of the day, if you feel so bad about a certain culture and a certain behavior, even though you are Banuma, you find a way to bring it out, and then people will know, say, at least you are not part of it. Now, conveniently, personal mention, or say, if he okay, I said, okay. So, but you are part of it. Why didn't you resign at that time? You've stayed in that government for 7 years. What is that for? Yes, Alan Chermatin is a fine gentleman, but I don't believe he has any ideas on Emagana transform. The alternative is NDC, where we actually spend money in quality education, improving access, improving quality education, and making sure say schools, they come out with quality under Professor Jenana Ajmai. And I think say it is NDC in a bit education, both the expenditure and the quality no bet me akoye, and that's why
because mumu free abem and I can education was I remember very well say NDC co-position 2016 the debate on free SHS Miss say and I make on them just say no e buy pa
na me pacho
NDC for economics so mu jabe 178 ko we say na e be 43 or something
me pacho na 46 na e completed and then 123 are various stages of completion. The others have all
been abandoned with man penny buy and make sure say we abandon
me pacho okay. And I mean, how many years did it take President Akufo-Addo to even commission some of that? Because they do baby no. Now we run a man for chucha pictures. Ghana for his first term. Say this is what has been abandoned. He did it because of the pressure from Ghanaians. If he had no any choice, he had to put in some money. The question is, if you're saying you've invested over 114 billion Ghana cedis, tell me how many Ghanaians teachers say how many of them feel this 114 billion? Because we live with them in the communities, and they complain so much about the quality and even equipment. That is why I say the Omanpenny was dishonest. Maybe it is targeted at Grofo Mutia Bruchira, Omontia, Omudi, Brofono reading to already Brofona. You think say Ghana, you were heaven. For me, I believe Omanpenny was dishonest and he deceived Ghanaians from what he said. We'll spend the 12 billion. Let us feel it. So let us feel it.
I said to you, infrastructure bank Who can say COVID buy so aban we boka I will school mo pa. COVID dey na dey grade go green buy.
Ba Aja
buy because of na congestion.
Aja COVID dey okokan wasem ahwe
COVID time no more treasure.
Sir, yeah, more exams na friends over 900. If I remember the figure correctly, there was over 900 million or something Ghana cedis spent on a friend is saying it was a 30 something. Sorry, I've forgotten the figure. Yes, say I did to Victoria Bucket in Yama. Yeah, we all saw what Veronica Victoria. Oh, Veronica Bucket. We saw what went on. Say Yamanipa school ni North Max Miensa. Now you see, Nunti on COVID. I mean, what kind of way is that? We also that.
Yeah, one money free.
Oh, me pacho. Unim, ye do baby. Ghana for are very aware of what happens in the country. It is all be kanukre na ma and bedani propaganda. It says now 2016 baby, the president. Me how many say despite everything, baby say schools on the trees. Kroma. Omanpenye to be a BBF because in 12 billion, 114 billion in this schools on the tree shouldn't be a problem. We shouldn't even have shift system. It should never have been textbooks in case to me the teacher and this year chair over nearly 900,000 textbooks in Edema and Kola. What has this government done?
That is not by improving the infrastructure now make education accessible.
Now infrastructure or CBD. And I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Who should speech in one? Who should speech? Who should speech in one? Okay, can say and you see classroom block and you see staff dormitory and is that would that oh, sometimes I don't know how these leaders think, but for me, I think Ghana, you shouldn't be making that speech, and it's unfortunate. It's a missed opportunity by President Akufo-Addo, and I believe say no crassemie Ghana phone in entrance in almost communities. Who they more trouble communities say. What is the infrastructure development about trouble since President Akufo-Addo? I live there now. Young scrutinizing, and I believe you, trouble for 90% will tell you that President Akufo-Addo has not done anything in education education development as far as is concerned. Okay. Because tell me, you see 5 STEM schools. Where are they? Where are they located?
Na say you ready to training actually.
Sometimes why be business yeah.
You have to say
yeah. But
also educating people around.
Completed 5. Has he completed the 5?
Let me say.
They say they are building 5.
Also, he's building 5. But also, I'm saying me who crano. Me who do abomosu.
Okay, but I'm saying the president said he's completed 5 or C5. 5 we see if you are in the process of building something, openly you don't wake up and just come and
said was that on but the fact of the matter is that we see people
abomosa who do anything. I'm saying say 5 for president or the share the speech in Mono. I don't believe president has built 5.
The fact that you don't believe is different from say the fact that you don't believe
you don't know the number.
You see, and
I don't believe no. So probably because you don't know. But don't make any emphatic statement on here.
No. I've made an emphatic statement about new secondary schools. That one I say emphatic. This one I'm reading what the president has written, and it's as if we've got them all over the place.
So say you don't know. But
no. But Apia, no cross him here. These statements by President Akufo-Addo tells you that the man is still in the mood of 2016.
So people in charge to work for him.
Thank you.
So it means
briefing him.
It means which you run upon a shot.
Okay.
And I want to buy the government here continuous. And he said, Minister Noah, maybe GDS or Jumanoa. We shouldn't blame the president alone.
No. But he is the one on that 56 appointee and disappoint. And at the end of the day, some more information. And also, say within his presidential advisors, the presidency, he should find a way to verify.
Evaluate policies, man.
Monitoring minister.
Evaluation policy
minister.
Who
are sure so nibi? Who are sure so nibi?
Any excuse because president so
no, see.
Because say you talk about my ministers. And so I'm coming back to his statement. You talk about my minister. You talk about president. And the president no on a sort of
power.
And on God decide say okay, go to me full. Says he can own sika. Who minister own jet tour, own jet tax. Who control sika. President control sika.
Yes.
Inti say about and now allow cabinet that's munjai can because if all you have to say what I say and let me say one me say blueprint and that blueprint so I check here call Ministry of Trade for we say over 10 points industrialization agenda clear on strategy industrial transformation.
So why didn't he push it?
So now so offer I think the first Opushibi 1 as we speak now. You have about 126 factories are a year under 1 working. And I also year strategic anchor industry. Is that in our automobile car and then say but at the end of the day I'm say
but I know so I Ghana for
and jobs I
create over 300,000 jobs and that at the end we are president yes it's true 1 create over
automobile for
no because the 1F there was recently it create over 300,000 jobs. The point is we ministers of only president they not control even
limits.
And you have a limit. So the idea is beautiful. That's the president and to idea, and we can see whether or not the president has bought into the idea based on Sika president at the amount. And then there was situation now, of 400 million Ghana cedis to do so agenda when you know. And now you 126 factories and automobile we say now you are spending 2.1 billion on NAPCO. Clearly you see you see clearly the focus of Abayno. And that's why
or maybe an interest.
Or maybe an interest. And until I can say, we share a constitution, I just say, or TSA, the system you to my party. The system say, you be understand. So nobody understand.
Flagship. Into Abayno say, be a projecting NAPCO.
But we hear an analysis of friends, analysis, NAPCO created how many jobs in the first place?
Potentially 100, but
100,000. And is it even sustainable?
No. It wasn't sustainable.
No, but President, una matu medemi to me amount. It will take a decision. I just say that's an interest by Ghana for 2.1 billion question up because they're not sustainable. When at the end of your program, what campaign on an industrial transformation? Oh, be a more blueprint and all the 400 million pen alcohol. Now the 2.1 billion are called NAPCO to create temporary jobs. 4 years. What was their and that's what I'm saying.
But you still cannot take Alan out from that government. You have already be the principle of collective responsibility. Alan was part of a small circle of cabinet ministers who were taking decisions for this country. And if he felt that bad, Alan would have resigned a long time ago, or even wouldn't have renewed his. Oh, but he wasn't part of the cabinet. But not Alan Chirematin, who has been part of this small group of people making decisions for 7 years.
Okay, constitution cabinet advisors. One, cabinet advisors, they don't take decision. Cabinet advisors. One, they don't take decision. Two,
the advisors.
More advice, they don't take decision. Two, it was Alan Ghana new of a second Akuyi into or 100 on so special skill be just with even small money, we bet my criticism you ran the whole 126 factories.
Okay.
What I say? So at the end they know who you be so patriotic say in spite of a very let's say dire circumstance. Of course, still the crap make more contributing. I'm a Ghana at least they take some step, whether a baby step, whether a huge step, and then they step forward. And that step forward near the fact that with 400 million, it's when you 126 factories.
Former president is visiting victims in Makasa. I think a president so
oh but I don't want to say Alan Chapati have visited victims Alan Chapati call I feel like president
the first person
who went there okono who I just oh no call no
but they share the such occurrences and your first time and your second time and then you were institutions from the municipal assembly to the security institutions to the disaster management to whatever the member of parliament and other things. Why do we have to get to this
exactly
level?
so there's a clear systematic failure that was system creating something very, very nice about even the municipal authorities really power share your structure now almost to say yeah.
But I also know the main governance system.
Exactly. So that in my view, I just say share system now real decentralization. Okay. Real decentralization.
Decentralization, real.
And where the way decentralization. Of course, your countries now call Amanoni UK. What decentralize that to extent even police no. And yet so your London police, maybe London metropolitan police.
Yeah.
Yes. Sheffield police I say the bibia osro. First of all, your system nankasa tell it me be a proper decentralization. Oh, yeah, proper decentralization. At least more control. Once I cannot the south tongue and I say tongue some more. Then because more they have a real understanding of more problems now. Then they can in terms of development, even planning. My real issues. Two. Oshe de akoso areas now. I just have very for so almost set up. I just have very for it me set up because SARS spillage when every team could say metropolitan meteorological service for a bad oh Jesus Christ a bad advice into now.
I go what is
that? Two, because of your bad planning make reports just say maybe a shape say you jam na crano. It is a nyama test say you should know
a cleaning
I'm mixing so right now there's a real health issue but yes. So I expose even your planning structure no
the failure in the system
bibia and then hope some no about
they are telling us
in terms of spillage no but we share your towns now yes it is now you yet a time bomb so because of
we are all at risk
you yet a time bomb so maybe any spillage but to share the other way because of lack of proper planning and implementation of planning and yeah, because of the lack of proper decentralization you get a time bomb so you see that's a emergency problem because here you can emergency routes you drain you be as if you be okay throughout governance leadership we joke with it but it can make or make you say yeah honest panas yes citizens so you choose your leaders now you choose based on serious integrity we can have real transformation because even the way you coin maybe ubesi ofie ni nyina no
I can see a supervisor but meanwhile nine institutions here work on one seminar they all exist they are being paid by government or budget call you share to young ones and we no better say oh we buy my budget with me education for by the end of the day they are still there
and that's about proper leadership and proper structures proper leadership proper structures and not just having institutions in name but having institutions that work
that's how working
so I know about institution be constitution is in but have we created a situation that they can work
but don't mean blame him for no because they are the custodians of the land.
They be the
constitution. Wait, me abide me to me about me person me see public toilet or have. Meanwhile, the community know there should be a planner. The community leaders no must be part. We need to hire see clinic and I park here. And
we just have film crowd because one the constitution say one in the politics. Two. Abide even though I said land here and abide so or power of what we call eminent domain. About say to me no. Or power of eminent domain now, to me, uses a power no any friend compulsory acquisition. Yes. Abine. We say 3. Your sister, your land sister say yes, as I say, for there. But any resource in this natural state now, abine there. In time for there, yes, and I was also NJ.
Idea for
tax, any form of tax, in time for them, so we will be directing, will be, but you see,
maybe I will kind about say, will be considered crowd, you got o si dan ya be the toilet be kwa go on fan with me ko to the neighbor fee na dan problem
ahemfo no tons as based on abiding plan. Yeah, and for no we say abiding plan.
Bisu de omo sheda.
But yeah, but so smart time away. So the for so aban sorry, ahemfo me no yen tax be amom. Yen for tun be amom a. That is waste your time cra.
But they should speak as one to speak because the welfare of
Ghana for your speaking no. Your speaking power. I thought you're journalist no. I thought you see I thought your speaker and you have not spoken. There be the point is that you to me amankophobia that's a ban. So to me no dictate say Ombe provide leadership every facet of your life. Yeah. Every facet of your life. And I'm saying clearly no. Ombe failing massively. When you about MPP, you about NDC. When you about MPP, you about NDC, you about movement. And you about GCPP. It's about leadership. Yes. It's about leadership. And then idea but with an idea back a care. But how to plan the idea no. Also share your thoughts no proper planning. Your emergency services for instance ambulance service
we see if you cry we na no identify jato ha
no cry we come main road so I say be main road ba na proper drainage system
no train system ambulance I know to go home baby
na o ya juma nso to it puts people in danger
yes sir very sad
who is monitoring or supervising this contractor saying the man over here no e brepan ne dia man what are they telling
so engineer say mo tie o mo ka no say engineer bi ko hwe na engineer no assign approve your problem
and engineer no so be hwe kire say ono ni sika obenya wo no hwe
of course
Ghana has you know who be start who be a very important question very important question at various level no didn't he be you nya obi adwen me interest
personal interest
but we don't realize say on my interest so say nya interest because on my year it no be easy ama obia but at every level no obia adwen me and the AC
lawyer the health implications of you know ewura ni say be janan ne ma eba yes the post effects e de beba and so we crisis here obi ehwe ni mu say e betimi atwinsuo no na amanfo nya ba biata but ya adwen hu say janan no a e betimi abekọ nipa mu na fe na ebe maye sa cholera no ene yare nketegete a ya boa ye ho ana afi say ye health institution you kra no e be minister no be cancer for
me that's pa I think say and ha no say me bo former president John Dramani Mahama say odi abetu the challenges that we are facing the risk I face hwe unim haja enye sa south tongue north tongue any central tongue areas pena adie betumi affect you but it can actually spill over anytime of course a major risk say yanhwe na president amma sa adie a priority I'm telling you say it can create a national disaster one hwe ne be chen even June 4th disaster I mean kai am for yaw because outbreak apart from the potential outbreaks a bit me see no you are talking about a situation where udie fawini ebu from Akosombo area from Water Regional Babedu Temakpon area household these settlements nurses spillage businesses nurses spillage to be create challenges and then we Sogakope area TV so and it is sad because Sogakope is supposed to be a tourist destination. Some of the areas they have beautiful scenery spend this kind of manner if they are going through that you think say we better not cry now why we share no cross irrespective yes I think say the situation we are in no edu baby as many appear said enye about NDC and MPP assembly senior some of the irresponsible comments if your friend is saying Crawford say chairman won't me
comment is it true?
Well, it was reported. Yes, it was reported. I mean to me and confirm me, but it was reported. But the point is that you have a situation where this is a national disaster. As far as I was concerned, over 500 households are affected. In Tisankrofo, where are they now? What are they eating? National Disaster Management Organization. more equipment to even deal with this disaster? I don't believe they do. Apart from that, what are our leaders doing? As Mini Apia said, Sesiano, I believe, say President, instead of saying, Oko America, or Namo, and saying, Matisse, Sebia, was setting a ministerial interministerial task force. I believe Senka at the end start here and can say Ochro Bibi very quickly. Nanka, it will resolve us at the way. Yes, I know Viari, Omo, ye, Omo, Ebiara, but this is a national disaster. It shouldn't be an institution sort of management. Inti Adenti and a delay up to now. Thank God, I haven't heard about deaths, but I've heard about displacement, and importantly, as you are saying,
the lucky thing is,
yeah, anyway, but look at the loss of property. Obi abrabo for how many years? The way to be a see bibi kakra. Maybe we no. Our lintel level, it's been submerged into water because of the fact that one, apart from the planning at the beginning, two, we didn't take adequate sort of measures to try and help these people be displaced. Happen every year. They give warnings and announcements.
Who say that?
They have 3 levels. My first level and the second level. Third level, nobody I want to your nature say but the potential risks associated with illnesses, any correlates anime was because I mean if it's your lintel level any animal, then that means I'm on for toilet any way just say a friends you in Edinam. And downstream. Downstream.
You're saying it's Ghana in the wrong hands of leadership.
Now, what? How else can you describe it? Because 2016, Ghanaians felt say Ghana was in the wrong hands, and effectively they changed hands. Until what we are competent, I've got the men. Why are we facing this situation? Now, what has happened to Omampeni when we have a national crisis? Then he's actually commenting on Israel. I don't know. I'm up for 2020 election, normal elections. President and commenting on. So I wonder what is wrong with our president and why he does some of his things. Just say, oh yeah, na Ghanaians, and I say, but our national security briefings, look, President, this is a national disaster. At least, and the location. Understand, say, Ghana for whether they voted for you or not, they are also part of Ghanaians. Make sure, say, Uber channel resources to be their core, this venue, this location. Now, you to me avoid the potential disasters. A bit to buy and casa so. Now, Jarie, any Myanmar man for Femuno, or how a man for Femuno, and to me, and Dukakranya Sadia Hadia, we are struggling and we are going to. Ghana will be the worst for it because apart from the property, I'm talking about the loss of life. I bet me, but not from the spillage, but from diseases. I bet me.
So, among the solutions, I will person can buy proper. Only about by so be take a firm decision and a firm stand. And you will be a Ghana that's about business. Like I say, I'm ready to lose everything. My penny the Ghana for say, or then the president you line on the
if Galamsey fails.
Yes, but and to me, a man says I done a bench you in an see proper scouting. Maybe also missing on any MSC and to me, now I'm quite any mention of coin.
Ajanya and Nuna, your friend leadership, no, and no, and your friend leadership.
Are we prepared for those risks?
But that is why you, as the president, have been elected. Wafau cabinet, Emma Omo on New Year Juma to deal with such difficult situations. Now, popularity, some of the decisions that President Mahama take here, I don't almost say or your way about nursing trainees and all of that. Sometimes you got to take those bold decisions so that would ya abua umaino and yet the fact say popular because at the end of the day popularity legacy will be bold decisions that help the country to progress. Into bold decisions, you see 200 to expand access to education. Yensi infrastructure roads, yensi hospitals. Na Ghana to minto munka. Sadi ACA, we would have hospitals and Nkrofobeko. What is happening? Rather, hospitals are submerged into water. Excuse me to say, and pay much for dead bodies cry. Yenya baby. Say yene ombeko and President Mahama I highlight it. I pray say President Akufo-Addo be man say attention no na Dr. Bawumia so no na Kumasi oyeko campaign no omunfe attention kakran call because with just a stroke of a pen I know relief items can go to this way. You bet you mobilize sika na nyame adom omutumi fen solve the crisis South Tongue, North Tongue and Central Tongue na nyame adom omutumi hu ntome. It's sad.
Very pathetic, but
Aja, think about the fact say
call on leadership to act. Like say you've always done. Lawyer, yebeko be about mama out be 2 minutes be na yen to and so Capital Bank sir leapfrogs here by you so them 15 years because you bending because confirm people in Namwa abana bo mo so bo sex for the omo hu se mo aba say omo nye due processes no mo jin go fosika ne ade I don't know adena ne de ne hu say any tentem do ana politics kakra is at play.
Well, no, I don't think so. Police, say he was convicted on his own plea. Yeah. So he pleaded guilty. So almost in case the court do something on Nagasa, he pleaded guilty. And only Attorney General agreement. Me feel say agent po was very a man opportunity. Because first of all, Skahina on the man, almost 620 million. 620 million on the man. As me can 2016 time. And friends saying allegedly, you see, you can ride in.
We are 90 women.
And you're 90 numbers. I said, Tom, we are 90. Judge couple buffy. Judge Bufu say, why 90? So almost so many pound. Almost so many pound. So Kaya originally when the agreement to come out judge, the judge wasn't too happy.
Say it's too much.
Yeah, no, now say now Sika is wafano. Endorse why 90? The judge on the Aban say the scarf in 90.
Oh, so, but they say in the companies in Munti, obviously it can't be that 620. It certainly, I mean, there were a lot that was
the 90. No, a lot.
No, me can't assets. No,
a lot hasn't been recovered.
Me can't the company's assets.
A lot hasn't been recovered because what follow case here? Tom on 90. The judge wasn't happy at all. What I say, but you see, but problem no maybe any time. Yanka say you call IMF 2015 or any time. You call IMF 2015. One of the prescriptions on Omdema, they say I buy some form of banking. I don't use the word sector cleanup. Now the government at that time before said the best way to go was to solve banks on the Mobreno asing, which my view fantastic.
All right.
Not fantastic. But before say as to say but ultimately because I buy this kind of proper supervision to ensure say kind of the mom no dey buy here there ajam dey no
let's say no 1 minute
wait there 1 minute media at Western case me describing as a typical example of a situation obi finding yourself there's a good aspect to it, there's a bad aspect to it, and anyachum. Thirdly, because you had a businessman with me from 2009 who are developing microfinance into a whole bank. Now, very unfortunately, because of the ambition, so person said a new one sovereign bank and sky diamond saying confine one bank no feel say nedia nunti but the problem is that despite everything say companies are separate entities from Momo directors, Intinka, as I say, Papa no, or key piece at the end of capital bank, but unfortunately, 1 year, and a side situation. I have no problem at all. Say you hold on responsible, but Nyame can say Nyachum, a woman say one. Semunim say you bet me hold individuals responsible. I didn't know spending a lot of money. Say would be integrated bank no. Why would you do that? Apart from that, say Nyachuma, Papa enyo no kwa na director. There are other directors there. What is happening to them? Argentina or we papa ipe and I would need a test case away as animano. Apart from that, no, titruno, se ube to me, I obi efimu, now we saving jobs. He had about 360 workers. Okay. Now bet minka ube yi papa efimu dealing with him. Now we saving workers. Adiana no mon kodani brother Tom for ni animana. Why did you take this stand? Emma sisia sa jobs no one creative in shame and I also the clean up our case in leading to it because these banks are posting negative equity up to now. In the
communication number.
Also, Omuton
lawyer.
And I said, Muton brother.
I said, a member for movement change. And then you are any patriotic party member, legal private legal practitioners, and then lawyer for me. And I think of what Ofiano say, woman in Arjun and I say Ghana, a bit to me, aye. Now, yes, sorry, so media cano, you're better so I'm our Hinwaka supporting, and a day of Bremusum, a better so a day amawo. Medabe Grafona said, I was so a wolf in my door say, Charlotte, Michia no pay, we CTV, you'll see a boy Juma, and so it was so shame. Me, I seem to me a ditch mediano, many near Bema, a year Cofido Lawson, and I pay a ditch mediano, a brave meeting, and a hatchy have been to Sana, I'm sorry, so a Bremusum, and a day as small.